Missy here. Check this out. I have got a story time for you, and I hope that if you are seeing this message that it finds you well. If it has come on your For You page or your timeline, that's because the divine has likely manifested it through me so that you could hear it. Take only what resonates, okay? So check it. All day today, I've been running around, taking care of business. I've had several appointments, and in between two of those appointments, I had a bit of time. Right, so I decided that I wanted to go ahead and take advantage of a Dunkin' Donuts that was in the vicinity. So I'm like, yes, I'm excited. It's been a great morning. It's been a wonderful day. I feel like I'm so aligned. Okay, Source has been blessing me with messages and confirmations everywhere, and I just feel abundant. Okay. Collective, you know that we are abundant beings and we have to walk and drip in that energy, all right? So I'm feeling good. I decided I'd go inside, grab myself some Joe, sit down, chill a bit, get on my phone, kill some time. All right, so one of the things that I noticed, this is a newer Dunkin' Donuts. It's newly renovated or constructed, I should say. And the thing that I noticed first is that, number one, it's hot outside, but it's cool inside. So plus for me, all right. And then secondly, of course, all things sugary, there are a nice amount of bees in this establishment. Okay. Now, just for a little bit of a background, or for those of you guys that don't know me that well, I used to be very scared of bees. Okay. All my life, I had to fight all my life, but that's neither here nor there. What I want to talk to you about is staying in alignment today, okay? And vibrating high and honoring yourself. Because when I tell you the story, I was even floored at the messaging that Source wanted to provide to me today, okay? So I order my coffee, I go have a seat. I'm sitting at a high table with high chairs, right? But the first thing I notice is that I'm having a hard time separating the chairs so that I can actually get into a seat to sit. And once I do that, I notice that in one of the larger windows, there are bees, okay, kind of just minding their business. And I'm like, I've gotten to that point where I know more about the spiritual aspect of bees, and I understand their role in nature. I understand my role in nature. So, we can kick it. I don't mind. I don't bother you. You don't bother me. That was my philosophy, okay? Now, for those of you that are not aware, or those of you follow with me, you know that bees vibrate pretty high, right? That is one of the spiritual aspects that you should always keep in mind, because if there are bees that are around you or they're trying to, get in your path, it's likely because they see what you're doing, and that's on a high frequency as well. So I sit down and, I'm enjoying my coffee. And so all of a sudden I'm like, dang, I need to charge my phone. So I usually carry around a charging block, and I did have one in this case, but I noticed that the charging block was going down pretty significantly and quick in terms of charging my phone. Because of course I couldn't sit it down. I got to do everything. But anyway, I noticed when I look to my right that there is a charging outlet. Yay. Okay. So I'm like, oh, good. So, it's been, like I said, a wonderful morning. All good news, nothing but abundance. Collective, we are abundant beings. And so we have to walk and just drip in that energy. And that's exactly what I was doing. So, I looked around a couple times, of course, and didn't see any bees. So, I'm minding my business. Almost finished with my coffee. I'm getting kind of relaxed because it's almost time for my next appointment, but I still got, a little bit of leeway. All of a sudden, I feel something crawling sort of on my shoulder, all right? And what I did know was that not only was a bee crawling on my shoulder, but there was one right here. See that spot? Right there. Ciao. When I say it is interesting how spirit will send you messaging to confirm what it is that you need confirmation about, okay? Now, this is where the message comes in, so follow with me, collective. So I feel this crawling sensation on me, and I'm like, oh shit, it's a bee. Now, I will preface with this. For the past 2 weeks or so, I have been surrounded by bees. When I'm walking outside, if I stand still, here they come. To the extent that they're crawling on me, but I'm like, Spirit, I know this shoe, I don't want to be bitten, you know what I'm saying? And I go on about my way, they go on about their way. Only difference was when I felt this crawling, I got this thing about things crawling on me and I don't know that they're there. It's a control feature that I'm working on. But anyway, I felt it crawling, and so my first reaction was to move. And no sooner than I did, there was the second one that stung me. Okay? All of this I am saying to say this. When you are vibrating high, okay, and you are aligned with your highest self, Source wants me to remind you there are going to be a lot of distractions that come to play, that come to the table and are going to try to shake it. There are going to be jealous friends. There are going to be family members who envy you. There are going to be insects that could be poisonous. There are going to be things that are going to come your way that are there to knock you off your square. And the entire messaging today is to stay the course, to stay in alignment, and to continue to vibrate within your highest self. Okay? Because for those 2 seconds, when I shifted away from the high energy that I was in, and I had this, literally a microsecond of fear. Oh my God, there's this bee. I got stung. All right? So keep that in mind, collective. Go out in nature. Don't be afraid of it. It's there to support you. I love you guys. Take care. Until next time. Mwah.